Hey, 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 beloveds, what's going on? I wanted to talk to you real quick today about, again, business, where we're on the business minded. We talked about really renewing the mind and rebirth and killing the old and creating new. So I kind of want to venture off in our mindset as it relates to money and business. When many of my audience, many of my target audience are those who are looking to start up businesses and transition from work to employee mode. um, and I want you to understand that you can easily fall victim or fall into the cycle of living um, business to business, right? Like how we were living check to check. So one of the principles I want you to focus on is focusing on how to, you know, to set your steps up for success, so to speak. Whatever your monthly bill is, guys, I want you to focus on, creating that pardon me, pardon me. I don't know what's going on with that, but creating your list, itemizing your monthly budget, and knowing what is going out, what is coming in, seeing how much you're left with at the end of the month. Is there a surplus? Are you in the negative? What is your situation, your current situation now, whatever it is that you're creating? Some people say, oh, I need to go and get an extra job. Others may say, well, I need to create a business, but I don't have the money. But those are things we can always look around, and those are also things you don't want to start speaking over your life. Remember, we focus on words. Words are so powerful, very powerful, and you have the power um, to kill and destroy or to bring to life. So be mindful again with how you're speaking things into existence. So when you're looking at your bills, you and looking at ways to determine how you're going to come up with the extra funding, the extra cash, the extra capital, to help you, um, you know, get past the negative. You want to go into business and then focus first on really clearing that deficit, right? So, how many days will you need? How many weeks? How many months are you going to need to to um to be out of that deficit, right? How large or how small is that? You could be minus $200 a month, minus $100 a month, minus, pardon me, way more than that, because again, you're utilizing the resources of credit cards and other sources like that. So your debt can be greater than what it is that you have. You want to work towards clearing that to really start feeling or seeing some sort of time financial freedom, right? So, what is it that you want to do? You want to create a product or a service, right? A product or a service that it's not going to cost you anything initially or a lot initially to get going, so that you can now have an exchange for capital. Um, there are often times that I found myself in these situations in the past where I said, you know what, I need a real extra quick cash. And there's so many options. You can go out there and do so many other things. But the way I did it was always trying to create, or not trying to, always coming up and creating a form of service based business where I was able to help out another person while helping out my family as well. So I looked more in the areas of, child care or adult sitting. Um, I did, things like, okay, well, cleaning services. You see, all of these things that I mentioned to you, they're little or zero cost. All it most of the time, all the demand is for you physically to show up. A lot of the customers, clients, at the beginning, or you can set the standard, will have all these supplies, the kits, or just have a station readily available for you to go out and just work, right? Get paid for what you get paid for what you were hired for, right? And then in turn, as you're building your business, again, you need to be this is where personal development and renewing your mind and money management comes into place so strongly, because we have to remember that we are on a mission. We're on a mission of improving, and it's so easy to fall suit into back into the cycle. Now you're working the extra hours. Now the money is flowing in, and it may be more than what you need. So then guess what you find? Because you did not plan for where it is supposed to go, now the focus, there is no focus, right? So the money now again goes back into the mismanagement cycle, and you want to move away from that. So before it comes, you want to plan for where it's going to go, whether it's going to definitely you should go pay off the deficit that you have. Secondly, it should go towards other saving ventures, and you should have several different savings accounts, and we'll talk more about that into our 26-week saving challenge that comes around in the fall. And we break it down into how you should save and the different ways to save, how many percentage should go into each savings, and how to invest and reinvest and things in that nature. But these are just a few steps that you may want to apply, or you may want to implement into what it is that where it is that you want to go, especially if you're looking to get out of debt, if you're looking for ways to just do things differently when it comes to your finances, when it comes to creating, when it comes to even earning a living, right? It's okay if you're enjoying your 9 to 5. That's quite fine. But when are you going to create some sort of freedom? I've been connecting with a lot of people who own businesses, who run companies, who are earning quite a good amount of income on a consistent basis. And one of the things I'm finding they say all the time is, I don't have time. And I believe that's okay and acceptable at the very beginning stage of your business. But at what point do you think you start creating a system, right, to remove you from what it is that you love to do, so that you can now focus on the other things you enjoy doing? Because, and I say that because some of those people that I do speak to, and they're like, you know what, I love working. At this point, I've worked all my life, and I wouldn't know what else to do, and I wouldn't know what to do with my time if I wasn't working. And so we just continue working. Like, you're just conformed to your ways, you're comfortable. So how can I help you to be triggered to rise up out of your comfort zone? Seriously, rise up out of your comfort zone, get uncomfortable, and experience other ways in life, other situations in life, other things in life. There's so much more out there, and exploring and experiencing life definitely can benefit you in your current situation, because now it can revitalize you, it can reinvent you. You can come back as a new person with different and grander strategies and ideas. So stepping out and stepping away sometimes, even for a moment, definitely gives us new perspective. Look at when we're writing an essay, if we're writing working on a project or anything in that nature. If we feel a bit overwhelmed, if we feel like we need to take a break, it's always suggested, and it's always good for us to rise up, get up from where we are, walk away for a little bit, take a breather, and come back and look at things with fresh eyes, right? That's what I have for you today. I hope you find this information valuable, somewhat, so that you can kind of revisit areas in your life, right? And focus on, focus forward, right? And we want to focus on Kim this month. Keep it moving, right? We're keeping it moving through it all, through the obstacles. We want to I want to mention before I go, DMX. I grew up listening to him in high school, and a lot of things that he is saying, we're all enjoying it. We're all excited about it, and we dance to it, and we rock to it, but not realizing he was crying out and saying so much in all of his songs, right? And a lot of us related to it so well because we felt the same way. We felt the same way in those times that he was going through it, which is why we were able to relate with it so well, which is why he was I believe he was so popular. He was, our little guardian angel in there. He was, putting what we're going through in forms of prayer and helping us as youths pray without even knowing. It's the subconscious, it's the power of music, that it still have to this day, the influence that it has upon us. And it's sadly, it's only after his passing a lot of people are realizing what he was truly going through. A lot of us kind of knew, but no one cared to do anything about it. And that's still relevant in this life. Nobody cares. My mentor, my coach, always points out to us, that nobody really cares until you are truly popular, you have overcome. Nobody wants to hear your stories about, you know about your struggles and your tribulations and the things you're going through. And sometimes they don't want to hear it until it's too late. But one of the powerful thing in this whole situation is that, again, we're speaking life through our mouth, and power within our tongue. And just the way he formed his lyrics and the way he spoke, about, the pain that he was feeling inside, and how, and what he was really looking for and desiring. And it's, you're speaking from his heart in a lot of his lyrics, a lot of his art. There's power in that, because though he physically went through it, I believe that spiritually, he was healing throughout that whole time. And a lot of people don't realize that healing doesn't always look beautiful. Healing, a lot of people are not going to understand the things that are happening to the person, but the person themselves become fully aware and, gain understanding and wisdom. And you see expression of that wisdom through their life, through their walk, through the things that they speak. And that's exactly and everything that I get, um, from this whole situation with DMX. So rest in peace to him. He's finally, I'm not a relative at any sort. I didn't, you know I wasn't, a friend, but I was just a great fan. And I feel at peace, that he's at peace. I could say he's finally at rest. He no longer has to worry about if he's living pleasing enough, because I know what it is to have this thought, this image hanging over your head, saying, am I living, enough, a good of a standard, um, you know, for Yah, for the Most High, for God? Am I living? Am I? I'm. My desire is to live for Him, but am I living at the expectation? Because I'm struggling with this and I'm struggling with that, and you know, is my walk right? Am I doing all that I can, all that I am? The fight that we have within ourselves often can can make us question ourselves and doubt ourselves even. But again, God's chosen are just always protected no matter what. Um, and always get the answers and the comfort that is needed. So I pray that his family, his fans, those who are near and dear to him, around him, find peace, find stillness, um, learn valuable lessons, from this day, and give thanks and gratitude for all. So I'm gonna go. I have a few training I have to go. It's Friday. It's the beginning of the week for us in business. We have an amazing day tomorrow starting at 12 o'clock. It's amazing GoPro TLC Mastermind event. We are connecting with Eric Rory and his wife and our amazing top leaders who are going to teach us it's going to be a day filled with jam-packed knowledge and information to help us grow our business, to help you grow your business. If you want to tap in, you can. It doesn't necessarily have to be only my business partners. No, you are welcomed. Everybody's welcome. Let me know if you want to get registered. You have until I guess tomorrow before 12. You are able to register, because if you are on Eastern time, you have until 12. It starts 12 to 5. So if you have time to show up to this online event, show up with your notebook, show up with your papers, and definitely take notes. Your business is going to be different. Your life is going to change. You want to be in the room with these amazing, phenomenal people. These are people that you can't even. It's like the Beyoncés of network marketing. Like you just can't get these people's time like that, right? And this is a free event, right? To go to these people's events, like Tony Robbins and all these other folks who are up there, who have lived, who have paved the way for others. It's thousands and thousands. Okay, it's a guap to be in the room to learn the valuable knowledge and information that they have to share with the world, that is going to help you expand in your mind, in your business, in your bank account, right? So to be a part of this event, and it's free, it's truly a blessing. I know if you don't pay attention, but I've been so invested in this journey for quite some time. I definitely never miss an event I qualify for, whether I pay with my time, which is what we're doing tomorrow, paying with our time from 12 to 5. You are going to be in the room with professional GoPro professionals, the creator, the inventors of GoPro itself, right? You are going to be in the room with them, paying with your time while they bring value to us, right? I wouldn't want to miss it. I wouldn't want to miss it. And I would be disappointed if any of my team missed this, okay? You can't miss it. You cannot miss an event you qualify for, and you truly qualify to be in this room. And I hope to see you there. I look forward to seeing you there. If you want to know how to go and register, definitely send me a DM so I can get you registered. I have quite a few people already who has registered to be there, and I'm excited. Because these are just new friends that I'm going to get to be acquainted with during and after, right? I got to send them out their emails and welcome them to what is going to be a phenomenal day. So I'm looking forward to seeing you there. I'm looking forward to sharing that day with you and welcome you into our space to see what we do, and looking forward to it. All right, peace and love. I love you. There ain't nothing you can do about it. Love yourself first, yourself first of all right, and definitely invest in knowing God's love and just appreciating for all his goodness and mercies, right? So that it continue to follow you all the days of your life as it follows me all the days of my life. All right. Peace and love.